Welcome back to the GSL Contest. Our final match will be starting momentarily. Previously, we saw Yukio and GuMiho in what was the bumpiest, ugliest series we probably will cast in a while.
That's right, Tasteless.
I mean, guys, they did not play well. I can't emphasize that enough. And I'm a little bit worried about GuMiho now going into this match against Zenio.
It's going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
Well, we will see. Maybe he'll clean it up a little bit. You know, sometimes it just takes a series win to bring back your confidence and make you play like you play at home.
If I were him, I'd say, all right, I am not going to think about that tragic series.
Exactly.
And guys, I mean, I know I've heard people, you know, some people might complain like, oh, they should be critical to players. That's our jobs, man. That's our job.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Does anyone actually say
you guys
that?
want me to lie to you guys and tell you, you know, this game is, I'm going to try to spin it? No, man.
Nah, there's plenty of commentators out there.
Yeah, there's other commentators out there that'll do that for you if you want to live a lie. But this is that was a rough series. That was not Codes. That was not Codes.
Let's forget about it and go on to this one. Zenio against GuMiho. Daybreak, match 1. One of these players will go to round 16. The other to round 2 of Code.
You can see GuMiho here just trying to get focused, get calm, get collected. Wouldn't be surprised if his anxiety levels are pretty high right now. I think Zenio, after watching that game, you know, probably feeling pretty good.
I think so.
All right, let's get ready. GuMiho up against Zenio here at the GSL Codes. In the bottom left starting location, we have our Terran player. Tends to get stressed in games. Now he's trying to come back and move on in the most competitive StarCraft 2 tournament in the world. He is GuMiho. GuMiho.
Wow. Quick little pause of the game.
Energy up, hot 6.
We'll see what's going on here in a moment.
Oh, it's dark. If we kissed right now, Artosis, no one would know. All right, we're having a delay. And we're going to have to wait and see what happened. Who paused? It was GuMiho that paused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some issue going on. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it won't take long. Nothing is actually happening at the game, so it's fine.
I guess the camera's not on us, so we can keep holding hands. Oh, whoops. All right, now we're back. All right. Good thing we stopped that just in time. So there's some computer problem going on right now. I'm sure we'll get it resolved soon. So,
indeed. Tasteless.
We got to kill time, Artosis.
We have to kill some time.
All right. Artosis, if you were, let me try and think of, if you were a Terran StarCraft building, which building would you be?
Well, you may not have heard of it, Tasteless.
Tell me.
But I would be the Supply Depot. Because it's so underground.
Oh, because you're a hipster nerd. Oh, I like that.
I'm a hipster depot, man.
Oh, that's good.
What would you be?
Just realize how much this question sucks now that you're asking.
It's a terrible question. That's why I made it into a joke.
Let me see here.
Take some of your own medicine.
Ask me something, Artosis. I think we almost have the issue resolved, too, by the way.
If you were a DT, do you have the scythe or do you have the blade?
Oh, dude, I have the blade. Who fights with a scythe, okay? I actually see, like, the Grim Reaper with that, and I'm like...
It's a double-ended scythe, man. He's like Darth Maul.
What is he, spinning around like a circle?
No, man, it's too big. He just hits with that and then hits with that side.
But what if the point is on the wrong side?
No, he has a point on each side.
That's a good point.
That's two good points. Oh, God.
No
funny points for that one.
I would fight with the blade.
The blade.
For sure.
The blade for sure.
Slicing nerds up.
I see. If you were a Zealot, would your side blade be longer or shorter than the average Zealots?
This is like some Freudian test to see, like, if I'm just like, to see how insecure I am about my phallus. Is that what you're trying to do, Artosis? I would have I guess I would actually have smaller ones because you put you faster, right?
I don't know.
I mean, if you have big ones.
I don't think of you as a fast guy, though.
I am really fast, Artosis. I just try to keep at your pace, all right? Slow nerd.
No, I don't think that's true.
It's true.
No.
All right, Artosis.
You're not a fast guy. You're like you lumber.
If there's two things I'm not actually, it's fast and flexible.
Yeah.
When you think of Tasus, you probably wouldn't think of flexibility.
Tasus would not even get the bronze medal in the gymnastics in the Olympics. Not even the bronze. Who can't get a bronze medal? Jeez,
all those other Olympians? No, you see, if you have a big side blade in your zealot, I mean, as far as I can tell, they don't really take those things off. You know, I might be trying to cook in the kitchen because I'm a cooking zealot.
Yeah.
And I'm knocking all my ingredients off.
You deal 16 damage to my eggs?
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Artosis. Eggs don't have a lot of hit points. They don't.
No, they don't.
They die pretty fast.
They do. Eggs are kind of weak, man.
Yes.
Do you ever accidentally have frozen eggs? Well, you don't really cook much at home, but the back of my fridge is really cold, so if I take eggs out of the wrong side of the carton, sometimes I break them and like put them in the pan. It's like this slushy egg, and I'm like, ah. I was scared the first time I did. I'm like, what is going on?
I've been eating hard-boiled eggs every morning, and I have like the one thing that has the hard-boiled eggs, and then I have the other one that has the eggs that haven't been hard-boiled yet. Oh, looks like we fixed the problem. So we reset the computer. We're going to get this going.
Finish the story, please. I don't care about the game.
I grabbed the wrong egg this morning because I cracked them on my counter.
Oh,
so I'm like tired. I'm like, oh, all right, got to start the day. I smash an egg into my hand. I'm like, oh, I put the shell in my mouth. I'm like, I don't want to waste the eggs.
Tasus has everything in his mouth and starts spitting out shell at the end?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, my friend a couple weeks ago made me homemade eggnog.
Was it good?
It was really good. It was really, really, really good.
You know how to celebrate the seasons, Artosis.
Yeah, and
we never got to wear
cool
our Christmas sweaters.
No, that's true. I have them, too. We were busy.
I'm not even joking. We got those. We got these reindeer on them and stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Jobber attire. We're going to go to the foreigner district and just walk around with them on.
Whoa, nice sweater, bro. I'm like, dude, it's Christmas. What?
What, man? It's Christmas, man. What do you want me to do?
Christmas, man. Get in the spirit, man.
All right. The game is now loading, and that means we're going to go back into the game. We do apologize for the delay.
Our banter was at least better than game number 2 last
time. It was. They should have just filmed us talking about stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do this. GuMiho up against I guess I have to reintroduce the players here. So over here in the upper right, we have our Terran player. He is FXO GuMiho. GuMiho. In the bottom right starting location, we have our Zerg player, probably the favorite here. His ID is Liquid Zenio. Look what we're doing these cool things where we like close these bars down and then open them back up with our graphic.
We get rid of the StarCraft interface.
StarCraft.
Yeah. I wonder if you could. You can't take them down in the game, but wouldn't that be cool if you could take everything but the minimap away in the game? Or even take away the minimap as well and just micro battles like that? You'd have so much of the screen. You'd really know what was going on, man. Have you ever like microed a battle? Like you get into the battle a little bit like later than you should have and your screen isn't perfectly centered. And like you micro the battle thinking you know what's going on, you're going to win, and then you realize there's a bunch of units right off your screen. That's like, you know, it's StarCraft 1 PvT. Yeah.
You like attacking them like, all right, I see about 6 tanks. Yeah. These vultures, I got about, 20 dragoons and, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 zealots. I'll just run in there. Yeah. The zealots will tank. And then, like, right after you kill about 3 tanks, suddenly 8 more siege tanks, like, fire at you that you could not see. And no, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah. It's rough when that happens. Figured that would fix it, man.
Now, look at the Zerg versus Terran. A match win rate here. 8 wins, 2 losses here.
Wow. For GuMiho.
For GuMiho. That's actually pretty scary, considering the kind of unimpressive results here from Zenio.
Well, to be fair, Zenio's been around since the beginning. He's been through the GSL and thick and thin. He's played just a lot more games than GuMiho has. It's really hard over time to keep a big win rate, which is something people have to remember. Even though someone might have a near 50% win rate, they might be better than someone that's a little bit newer and has a much better win rate.
Okay, the SCV is moving out now, and when the SCV gets there, he's going to see that the hatchery and the spawning pool are going to be done.
Well, GuMiho looks like it's going to be a gas reactor Hellion. How? Oh my god, so revolutionary. Seriously.
We're going to call it the GuMiho build.
TVZ, this is such the standard right now that it's like unbelievably exciting to me whenever they do anything else. Even if
I know what you mean.
one rack's expanded to Reactor Hellion, I get a little bit.
Well, the thing is, this build limits the Zerg's options and information so much that you sort of have to do it.
Yeah.
You could do other builds. You certainly could.
Right, man.
But you know, if you have a build where it's like, okay, guess what? He doesn't get any Zerglings out on the map. He will not have the watchtowers. It'll actually delay his creep from being pushed out for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful opening, no doubt.
And you could transition into anything with it afterwards.
It's just
I just sold that build.
Yeah. Sold it to
the nerd salesman, man. I go to your door and you would buy that stupid
dude. You could sell
stuff that that like cleans the stains off of your kitchen thing for $20. You'd buy the what is that thing that goes around vacuuming the carpet? The
Roomba.
The Roomba. I'd sell the Roomba.
Dude, who wouldn't want one of those actually?
You mean it moves randomly, right? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, so.
Well, it moves when there's like not other stuff around. You know, it moves like when you're out of the house and stuff, and just vacuums your floor, and it has sensors. It's actually a great device. I can't believe you're making fun of the Roomba.
I can't believe I'm making fun of the Roomba.
It's a robot that cleans for you. Okay. Are you kidding me, Tasteless?
I'm like being owned so hard right now. I'm like just shriveling up inside my body. Hellion's over here
trying to change the subject. Listen, it's a robot that cleans for you. This is like, I don't want no robots cleaning for me. I'm a human. I'm a man.
What if the robots take over? I saw Terminator.
No,
you know Skynet.
Dude, this is the opposite of them taking over. I own a robot. I command it. It cleans for me. The robot's like, meh, can I go see my girlfriend the toaster today? And I'm like, no, you vacuum my floor, Roomba. Can't believe you, Tasteless.
I have tears in my eyes. It's so funny. All right, the Lynx are coming in now at a pretty good angle, but if the Hellions, the two on the right, can get over here and take out the rest. Actually, he got all three.
Yeah. You know, that was pretty unexpected, actually. That's why that was kind of almost worked there, but GuMiho a little bit too quick. If he had this round had been a little bit more,
I think
it could have been dead.
I think Zenio's read was that GuMiho is playing so sloppy that he's going to be so caught off guard by just a random quick wing attack.
Sure. Zenio actually likes to do stuff like that. We saw that actually in his game against Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, where he just made a bunch of speedlings and went in and tried to kill drones. And, I mean, it ended up working, but, you know, it's kind of like catching people off guard with stuff like that that makes it so beautiful. So we do have some roaches out on the map now. Just got to be careful. There's a medevac moving through the skies.
And the Hellions now just continue to dominate the map. Oh, but they will engage these roaches. Now remember, guys, you can kite roaches if you want to. It's not easy, but you can do it. Now, here comes the medevac drop. Meanwhile, the roaches are almost to the Terran's base. They're both going to be hitting each other roughly at the same time. The Hellions coming at a perfect angle.
You know, the Hellions actually had gone a little further south. Maybe could have killed a few more drones, but as is, Stack's doing a good job. The roaches doing okay up there, but it looks like GuMiho should be safe on the high ground. That's only 5 roaches. It's not all that scary. You can eventually kill that all. But this little group here.
I think he's actually going to lose his hatchery.
Willie, oh my god, the drones are back! The drones are fighting, and the Hellion trying to kill them off, just barely not doing so. Wow. That was wild.
Nice save there.
Yeah, we have red supply now for Zenio. GuMiho going to go down and retake this base. Roach is doing a pretty good job. He should be trying to target down anything he can.
Yep.
Random shots are not as good. And oh, very good job by GuMiho, keeping so much alive. What a great job.
Well, GuMiho is a good player. I mean, he's one of these guys where he is his worst enemy. It's almost like it's a battle of GuMiho against himself.
It's almost like that lit song from when we were kids.
Which song is that?
Time before, call me that. You know, and then eventually it's like, I am my own worst enemy. You know what I'm talking about,
I just wanted to hear you sing it.
You know, but you're not pulling my leg. You know the song.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. All right.
Making sure that wasn't all in vain. All right, so Marine Hellion moving out. We do have a Baneling Nest on the way. Roach Speed about halfway done. When Roach Speed is done, he's going to be able to deal with attacks like what GuMiho's got lined up for him a lot more easily. And in fact, those Marines are really quite far behind.
All right, here come the Lynx. He doesn't want to get cut off.
And a little mistake. If he had all those Marines there, this would be a lot easier on him. But as is, oh my God! Oh, that was a little bit sloppy by GuMiho. If those Marines were up there with the Hellions, those Lynx could not have really done that. He's given Zenio plenty of time to actually react to this correctly. And he's going to have to lift as the Banelings do walk in.
The creep spread is looking very good here from Zenio. Very, very impressive. As well as the overall harassment here. It looks like the Queen is going to go down, and goodbye. Oh my God, that was a painful death.
Yeah. A lot of creep tumors out there.
Yeah, a lot.
I'd love to see
be scans. He might not be able to get them all if Zenio tries to engage.
All right, so right now we have 62 drones against 54 SCVs. And GuMiho is just going into macro mode right now. He does not even have a tech lab on his factory. He's just going Marines and medevacs. And as his stim and combat shields finish up, that's going to be pretty powerful for a bit. But Baneling's speed is on the way. Mutas are on the way as well, which is really going to, down the effectiveness of medevac drops and Marines without siege tank support.
Very nice little scan there, clean up some creep. And he will know that the third base is coming here. Also 2 refineries going to be thrown up over here. GuMiho once again moving out. He's always active on the map. And, if, hold that thought, the Banelings!
And this is bad news right here.
Oh, yeah.
The Muta's going to be able to take that out oh so easily.
Very nice. Then he sends the Mutas out. Clears off this medevac.
And now Zenio has a nice supply lead, 120 to 104. Now, GuMiho does have huge production going on, but again, he just keeps adding a lot. Oh my God, he's actually, okay, yeah, never mind. All right, so he just keeps adding a ton of barracks right now, which, I mean, he might be going for one of these situations where he's just constantly streaming and trying to micro Marines, and I've seen GuMiho do stuff like this before, but against this type of creep spread and Speed Bane's already out, that's going to be like a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah. He's going to have to put that pill in some ice cream.
He's going to have to do that.
So we have the Zerlings down. Once again, just getting GuMiho stuff. GuMiho is just losing too much without damaging anything, really.
Yeah, he's in like the sloppy macro mode right now, where he's just kind of everywhere, just trying to get enough units that it doesn't matter. Sometimes that does work out. He does have 1-1 right now. We do have +1 carapace on the Zerlings.
All right, he may have overextended himself.
Yeah, looks like it. Trying to pick off as much as he can, targeting down Mutas. Great Muta targeting. Getting a few of them. And oh my God.
Well, that's 1-1 for you.
Yeah, he did a great job with that. In fact, kills a lot of the Mutas off.
Nice, gets out of there just in time. Zenio playing very well.
By the way, Zenio's creep spread is top tier creep spread here. It is looking pretty sick right now. He has creep absolutely everywhere on the map. Look at that mini-map, Tasteless.
It's actually really something else.
It looks really purpley.
It is.
When it's like that, Zerg's doing well, man. All right, so.
If I was a Zerg, I'd be called Xerxes.
Xerxes?
And I would talk in a deep voice. I can't even do the Xerxes voice, actually. Then I have the sickest nose ring. All right, we have Mutas coming out here. Taking out the turret.
Now he does have +1 carapace.
This is a smart move too, because let's face it, GuMiho has been out of his base for most of this game. So, don't let GuMiho be in charge of the game. Go out and force him to protect himself.
That's right. Now the Mutalist block does continue to grow. A really interesting thing about what Zenio's done here is he got the +1 Mutalist carapace first, and the reasons to get that are, one, in case you're really afraid of a lot of Thors, like against a mech build.
Yeah.
Or two, if you are deciding, okay, my Mutalisks are actually going to engage Marines. Like, they're going to fight side by side with Lings and Banelings often. Otherwise, you want the attack because you never want the Mutalisks actually to engage otherwise. You just want them to go ahead and harass.
Nice counter over here. Doing a lot of damage to these SCVs, the Banelings. Oh, nice. He targeted down the Banelings.
Yeah, very well done there. GuMiho will hold on. And those Mutalisks with the carapace are really helping them out there. Taking much less damage than GuMiho would think.
Well, Zenio's into the point where he's going to be maxed pretty soon here, guys.
Yeah, Zenio's doing a great job. He's taking that 4th base. Oh, so importantly, he's slowing down the 3rd of GuMiho. He's just crushing armies left and right. Really showing a lot of skill this game.
All right, the Marines stimming. Now, he's got to be careful. GuMiho, if he loses one more big chunk of units, I don't see him catch up. Oh, nice bungles. Beautiful bungles.
Oh, God.
Beautiful bungles.
Oh, my. Oh.
And that might be that big chunk that he loses that can cost him the game.
A few mutas to go down. He does have 2-2. It's a little bit scary. But the hive has gone up as we see.
Oh, nice
fungal.
Very nice.
And
he did lose the queen.
Yeah, and he does end up losing a muta as well. So, I mean, the drop's still doing okay-ish.
All right, he's continuing to move across the map. GuMiho doing overall.
GuMiho tries to be everywhere, man. He's a very quick player.
He plays a lot like MMA, but just not as perfect. That's a good way to put it.
You know, if you ever stand behind GuMiho and watch him, he's a very quick player. He's all over the place, and that's kind of why he looks a little bit sloppy like this. He just loves to go into huge macro mode and kind of be everywhere at once, make hard decisions for the Zerg, hard multitasking situations.
Well, GuMiho's going to push out again. Let's see if he can save this base now. You know, with the siege tanks in siege mode here, it's really hard for the infestors to get in there and fungal. He has to wait for the Marines to get considerably far in front of the siege tank. Also note GuMiho does have a 4th base.
Well, yeah, that 4th base actually, that's going to kick in hardcore pretty soon here.
Uh-oh. And he's going for it.
Oh, he doesn't want to lose his infestors, but he loses quite a few. Does clean up the attack and save his extra base.
To the rescue. And another push over here at the bottom now.
God, he is actually everywhere.
He actually just does not stop. But the problem is the supply is stated between about 120, 119-ish to 140.
And I mean,
right now, Zenio is at 177, so he's almost maxed out.
And he's saving his max for Broodlords. He's making 8 Corruptors. His Greater Spire is almost done. And when those Broodlords come out, we just don't have a lot of anti-Broodlord for GuMiho. The reason his supply is so high is because he just continually is pumping out Marines and sending them everywhere. So he's going to have a hard time against that for sure.
All right. Broodlord soon to be a part of this game. The question is, can GuMiho continue to do any more damage? If that does happen. Oh, gets the infestor, gets the queen. Oh, doesn't get the queen. I thought it would have done that out.
Queen.
Yeah, now gets the queen. Now another counterattack over here. These guys, you know, something about when GuMiho plays that like so much damage is being dealt.
Yeah.
In so many different locations.
Well, I think that's why that's like his strength and his weakness.
Yeah.
He's everywhere, but that means that if you really react well, you're going to kill all his stuff.
Yeah, that's actually a great way to put it, Artosis. Nice. It's just continue to fungal, just so the infestors can get away, and they get away scot-free.
That's great use of fungal growth there, seriously. Yeah. He's pretty low on medevacs, he's burning up the energy, slowing down the Marines. I love those fungals by Zenio. Now we do have some Broodlords morphing.
All right, this is a good angle for them too.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
you can just cut
everything's hurt, man. Those things have already been fungal. Those Marines are going to die very quickly to Broodlings.
All right, this game, again, the action never stops. I feel like there's no point in time we can stop and analyze stuff.
Yeah, it really is
you are correct, though. GuMiho, it is a strength and a weakness. He's in so many different locations, hitting so many points that, you know, it can be a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
These don't seem to be as very, very calculated engagements, but they are non-stop engagements.
Yeah.
And that means it just takes...
And that oftentimes means so that you don't have to be as calculated.
Yeah. He's like an MMA with a random button on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a cool style indeed. I do like watching GuMiho the more that we analyze exactly what his thought process is.
Yeah. Now the problem is that this is not a planetary.
Oh my god. I love what's going on right now. Zenio has researched drop. He's going to go drop the main base. And that is the one place where units are not for GuMiho. This is really going to set him back, man. This drop, even though it's not an expensive drop, it's nothing really scary, it's going to set him back. It's going to be very difficult to deal with. Because he wants to be attacking everywhere. He does not want to be going back to defense.
I think now, because he's getting hit in so many places at once, I think GuMiho might have just died.
Yeah.
He's going to lose his base over here. There's Zerling's attacking the base at the bottom right. There's a drop inside of his main. He is going to get these Bird Lords, but that's not enough. GG.
All right, so Zenio very strongly takes game number 1. GuMiho playing much better than his last series today. But Zenio, just too strong. Very strong play. You can see what a player like Zenio is capable of. He's not played, one of the top 5 badasses in the world MMA.
Yeah, well said, Artosis. I mean, you put him against any other Terran who's not a Zerg killer. And right now, GuMiho, I think, probably going over that last game, probably trying to figure out what he did wrong. I think, honestly, that map is too big to have so many random engagements.
It's a hard one.
That map, to me, always seemed more like a very careful chess game.
I agree with you. That's what I like to see there. But, I guess we'll have to see what map he wants to actually choose. I wonder if he's going to go for Crossfire again. Wouldn't that be interesting? Because last game he wanted to get some sort of... I mean, he was making Siege Tanks and Marines, so it looked like he wanted to do some sort of attack with that, but then he saw, like, oh, there's creep everywhere already.
No, he's not going to go for that,
banelings,
actually.
Cloud
Kingdom.
That's interesting. Okay.
I don't know. That kind of surprises me. I would have expected a different map.
Well, I mean, this
not that it's a bad
map. It's a pretty big map. It's going to be reasonably hard for Zenio to actually get the right bases if you look at the way the map is laid out. I mean, you have those high grounds over a lot of the bases there. A lot of little small choke areas.
He could drop in a lot of places. And, due to the architecture of the map, there's not a whole lot. Because, Daybreak, even though it's complex, as far as, like, ground engagements, it's kind of simple. You can always get behind their army.
That's a good way to put it.
You can always flank them.
Yeah, it's a little bit straightforward in that way. Well, Cloud Kingdom, none of these players have quite as many games on this map as they do on Daybreak. It's a newer map. Esports Vision.
All right. Game number 2. GuMiho having a very, very rough ride. Can he stay on this mechanical bull? Actually, forget about
He's rocking right back and forth right now on his mechanical bull.
Maybe it's a real bull. We step it up here at Codex. They got to play on bulls. Yep. All right, so he's got to stay on. I mean, he's got to get through this, but Zenio is looking a little bit more dominant, a little bit more calculated, a little bit more composed.
You never told anyone that you were once a part-time rodeo clown.